Good evening. Welcome to State of Business. You are with me, Madhusha Tavapalakumar. Let's take a look at tonight's headlines first. Central Bank Governor stresses government securities are safe. And joint opposition visits Central Bank to discuss progress of probe on bond scam. And now the stories in detail. Central Bank Governor Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy stressed that all the securities issued by the government are safe and risk-free. He addressed the media today on the controversy surrounding a Gazette notification with related to government securities. The finance minister also attended the media conference.
All securities issued by the government of Sri Lanka are absolutely safe. They continue to be risk, and the government of Sri Lanka stands fully behind them. So nobody should have any concerns about the validity of any of the government securities that have been issued, because the government of Sri Lanka, as the Honorable Finance Minister said, stands fully behind them. Now, the year in question, that is 2015, the number was taken out on the 1st of January from the government printer for a Gazette notification. At that time, His Excellency, the former President, Mr. Rajapaksa, was the Finance Minister. So his name is in the Gazette notification. Then all the transactions were completed. But in that year, the actual Gazette was issued only in November 2016. Because I think with the change of government, etc., I don't know the reason. I was not there in the central bank at the time. The actual issuing of the Gazette notification, which is normally issued in December, was delayed to November the following year. So what would normally have been issued in December 2015 got delayed to November 2016. But that has happened in the past. It is not the only time that has happened.
As per the Registered Stock and Securities Ordinance, under 4.1, having section A, B, C, D, E, F, necessitating the finance minister to make this gazetted, whatever that is basically got to be taken as treasury bond. So now what happens then is when the central bank carries out the function, the superintendent in the central bank has to send it to assistant governor to a deputy governor. Deputy governor can send it either directly to Secretary Finance for the minister's concurrence, or can route it via the governor, where governor can send it to the Secretary Finance to get concurrence of the finance minister. Now this process has not taken place. That's very categorically stated by the governor itself. Now that is been the reason that I have been telling in the past that things are not working in the professional manner that is expected. The new governor is changing a lot. New government is changing a lot. But there has been a residual that is coming in from the past that goes unchecked. And this is what has led to this distortion in many areas.
A group of joint opposition parliamentarians today visited the central bank to meet the governor, Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy. They have urged the governor to speed up the investigations on alleged bond scam. The alleged bond controversy took place 2 years ago. Parliamentarians Dinesh Gunawardena, Bandula Gunawardena, Dallas Alahappirama, Pavitra Vanniyarachi and several others visited the central bank to see the progress of investigations into the bond scam. Following their meeting, they briefed the media on the outcome.
බැංකු වංචාව පිළිබඳව ඇයි මේ පරීක්ෂණ පරක්කු මොකද එතුමා කියන විදිහට CID එකට බාර දීලා තියෙනවා සහ ජනාධිපති කොමිසමක් පත් කරලා තියෙනවා. අපි කියන්නේ එතුමාගේ පාරකෙන් මහ බැංකුව විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන් පරීක්ෂණ ටික ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඉක්මන් කරන්නේ. ඒක තාම වෙලා නැහැ. දැන් අවුරුදු දෙකක් ගිහිලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මහ බැංකුව විදිහට කරන පරීක්ෂණ තාම විධිමත් වෙලත් නැහැ. ඒකට තව මාසයක් හමාරක් යනවලු මහ බැංකුවේ අභ්‍යන්තර අලුතෙන් කරන පරීක්ෂණය පිළිබඳව වාර්තාවක් එන්න. ඉතින් ඒ අතර පර්පොච් තෙසරිස් කියන සමාගම මේ වෙනකොට බැඳුම් කර ව්‍යාපාරී ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් අපි එතුමාට කිව්වේ විවේකබද්ධ විපක්ෂ විදියට ඇයි తాවකාලිකවත් පර්පොච් තෙසරිස් කියන ආයතනයේ බැඳුම් කර වෙළඳාම නවත්තන්න බැරි?
දිනපතා රුපියල කඩා වැටෙනවා, සංචිත අඩු වෙනවා. විදේශ ආයෝජකයෝ භාණ්ඩාගාර බිල්පත් බැඳුම් කරවල තිබුණ මුදල් තොග වශයෙන් ඔවුන්ගේ රටවල් වලට අරන් යනවා. ඒ සඳහා සමස්ත ලාංකීය ජනතාවට වන්දි ගෙවන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. පොලි අනුපාතයේ කරටි කඩාගෙන ඉහළ යනවා. අපි රටට කියා සිටින්නේ මේ හොරකම වහන්න තමයි හදන්නේ. ඒකාබද්ධ විපක්ෂයේ වශයෙන් අපි දන්න දේ පිළිබඳ මේ ජනාධිපතිතුමා පත් කරලා තියෙන කොමිසමට සාක්ෂි ඉදිරිපත් කරන්නට අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මේ හොරකම නැවැත් කරපු අයට අවශ්‍ය දඩුවම් ලබා දීම සඳහා ඍජු ප්‍රතිපත්තියකට ගියේ නැත්නම් සමස්ත රටේ මුදල් ක්‍රමය, බැංකු ක්‍රමය, ණය ක්‍රමය කඩා වැටෙනවා.
Opposition leader says a new constitution should possess features that will give more powers to the provincial councils concerning matters of socio-economic development. R. Sambandhan expressed these views when he met with a delegation of senators from France at the opposition leader's office in the parliamentary complex today. At the meeting, Sambandhan had briefed the delegation on the constitutional making process. Commenting on the UN Human Rights Council session, Sambandhan stated that very little had been achieved on the UNHRC resolution, which was co-sponsored by the Sri Lankan government. Sambandhan also stated that an extension of time to the government to fulfill its commitment to the resolution should be granted only under strict conditions. See you after this break. Welcome back. A top official from Presidential Task Force on Drug Prevention says the revenue from alcohol has doubled over the last 2 years as a result of proper tax collections. Dr. Samantha Kumara said the present administration has been able to track the importers of alcohol and get them into the tax net.
පහළවේ සුරාබදු ආදායම බිලියන 105ක් විතර වෙලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට 2016 සුරාබදු ආදායම බිලියන 120ක් විතර වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ වසර දෙක ඊට පෙර වසරටත් එක්ක අපි සංසන්දනය කරපුවාම 2014 වර්ෂයේ ගත්තොත් එහෙම සුරාබදු ආදායම බිලියන 62ක් විතර වෙලා තියෙනවා. අපි 2012ට ගියොත් එහෙම බිලියන 58ක් විතර. දැන් එකපාරටම දැනෙනවා ඇති 2015 වර්ෂයේදී සුරාබදු ආදායම දෙගුණයක් වෙලා. කියන්නේ අපේ රටේ මිනිසුන්ට හොඳට වෙරි වෙන්න බොන්න දීලා ඒකේ කිසිම සංඛ්‍යාලයකයක් නැහැ. රජයට ඒක බදු ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ. මිනිස්සු කොච්චර මේකෙන් විනාශ වුණා කියන කිසිම සංඛ්‍යාලයකයක් නැති තරම් හොරපාරේ මේ අරක්කු ගිහිල්ලා තිබුණා. 2015-2016 වර්ෂ දෙකේදී මේවා නියම ආකාරයෙන් මේ නිලධාරීන් නියම ආකාරයෙන් ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙලා මේ බදු නිවැරදි ආකාරයෙන් එකතු කරන්න පටන් ගත්ත නිසා තමයි මේක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts today launched the Cinnamon Sri Lanka Photo Contest for 2017 in Colombo. The applications for this contest will be open until 15th of May this year. The Cinnamon Sri Lanka Photo Contest was introduced to showcase the diverse attractions in the country. The winner of this competition will receive the prestigious title Cinnamon Sri Lanka Photographer of the Year, along with a cash prize and other rewards.
This is part of a strategic effort to use crowdsourcing to curate one of the largest destination image banks for Sri Lanka. The diversity of our island invokes spectacular visuals from vibrant landscapes to ancient architecture and beyond. We are certain this endeavor will help to engage with the international travel community and raise Sri Lanka's profile as a truly captivating travel destination. The contest will enable travelers, photographers and videographers to participate in a global forum and display their best captures of Sri Lanka. The participants will be judged by a panel of international pioneers in the field of image arts.
See you after this break. Welcome back. The trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended in a negative note today as a result of price losses in counters such as John Keells Holdings, Dialog Asiata and Hara National Bank. The all-share price index dipped 16.10 points to close at 6,122.04, and the S&P SL20 index dropped 18.26 points to close the session at 3,534.85. The turnover was 1.3 billion rupees and 122.5 million shares were traded. Crossings were witnessed in Expo Lanka Holdings and Chevron Lubricants. Retail interest was noted in Singer Sri Lanka and Regnis Lanka. Meanwhile, foreigners remained active, closing as net buyers mainly due to foreign purchasers in Expo Lanka Holdings. Next is Forex rates. Thank you for joining with us. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time with more latest news. Until then, take care. Good night.